What up, YouTube? It's me, Isaac, coming to you with another edition of my life. So for dinner tonight, my mom made a Manhattan that I actually have to grab because it's sitting on my bedside table, and I don't. Ooh, I hope this bowl doesn't fall when I grab it. That would suck. So y'all saw the video that I posted yesterday um with the with the my mom made me a Manhattan out of the stuff she made yesterday. Oh wait, it was a roast and potatoes. Now I recall. I don't know why I didn't recall off the top of my head. So she made me a Manhattan with corn thrown in. It's basically what I had yesterday. Oh my god. Oh man. That is a So whenever my mom makes roast, oh, I'll ask her for one of the rolls later because I already did a roll video yesterday. So whenever my mom makes roast, it usually takes us a couple of days to eat it because of how much she makes. Holy hell. That is some good stuff. My mom's a damn good chef. I wish we had the stuff to make pumpkin bread because that's one of my favorite things my mom and I make together. And as you saw, I don't know how many of you saw the video yesterday, but y'all should go check that out because the roast has changed. Oh my god. When my mom makes roast, like I said, she makes a lot of it. And by a lot, I mean it takes a couple of days to finish it, depending on how much I have. A night. Dadgummit, where'd that piece of corn go? Rat weasels. And, my mom makes a lot of roast when she makes roast because she knows everybody in the house loves it, especially me, which is why I said it depends on how long the roast lasts. It depends on how much I eat, and by I literally mean how much I eat, because it depends on how much we all eat, but the only reason I said I is because I'm the one behind the camera and I'm the one scarfing down the food. Hot damn. Those roasted potatoes are absolutely amazing. Oh, good lord. If you guys could see how juicy this roast is. Holy hell. Normally I like barbecue on mostly everything I eat. I'm kind of a weirdo. The first night I will put barbecue on my mom's roast or whatever she makes in the slow cooker. Even if it's barbecue ribs, I'll put even more barbecue on it. But after the second night, especially if it's roast, I'm surprised Mom didn't give me a Hawaiian for it, but that's neither here nor meow. I don't need to put anything on it because of how damn juicy this is. And the only reason it's as juicy as it is because I'm not sure if my mom leaves it in the slow cooker after we're done eating it. That's just a theory of mine because it's like super tender. The second night, and so on and so forth. Oh my God. That is freaking tasty. Oh, I know. So I remember one time, so actually the food review part of this is almost over, but I've got two different stories besides this food review to tell. Oh my God, that is freaking tasty. So I remember one time, it was Peyton Manning's first game with the Colts, and I got to call the coin for the Colts game. That was awesome. And I remember what I said I vaguely remember what I said to Manning when I met the guy. It was something to the effect of, my sister really likes you, but I don't know if she'd like you if she knew you you look like with all those bumps on your face or something to that effect. I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was something to that effect, which honestly I felt really bad after saying that. And the Colts game was absolutely amazing. But my favorite part about that night was, so back in the day, I used to love the Bob and Tom show, and they were doing a segment there at the game for, I think they were commentating the game or just there to be there. But I used to love Chick McGee, and my brother and I were walking around the stadium when the game was, when we weren't as interested in the game, because, you know, sometimes football games last a while, and when you're young, you need to move around. So we somehow made it to where Bob and Tom were, if memory serves. I'm not sure if it does. But I remember thinking it would be really cool to meet Chick McGee, which I don't remember if I did, but that would have been awesome. I remember at one of my first Pacer games, I met Boomer, and here's how I did it. So we were getting in the car as Boomer walked past, and to me, I thought, I need something to throw so Boomer will pick it up. So I just chucked my glasses out the window, which was not a smart idea because I could have broken my glasses. But to have Boomer hand me my glasses back was freaking awesome. And yeah, things were really cool. I'm a huge sports fan, although I mostly follow football now and other sport. I usually follow like Warren Central football still. I still have my Warren football jersey. I do not believe it would fit, but I know my mom has it put up, which would be, I'd be really, really irritated if she didn't have it put up, because that is a very cool jersey I have. And the way I got it was really cool. So I went to summer camp every year. And one year when I was in high school getting ready, I think it was summer of ninth grade leading into 10th grade, or 10th grade leading into 11th. Actually, wait, it was summer of ninth leading into 10th. So, like I said, I was at summer camp. I remember my history teacher, who was also the football coach, telling me that there was something that he had for me at the end of the year that I couldn't get until summer, but he didn't tell me where I would be getting it. I thought it was going to be something, I thought it was going to be a football jersey at at the end of the school year, like the last day of school before we started summer break. But when I didn't get it then, I immediately had a thought of where would I get it that I would see my coach before school started back up. And then I remember I had camp like a month later, and my camp director did not. So normally they give us a list of what the camp activities were, so we know what we'd enjoy and what we had to look forward to. And when I saw the fact that one of the nights was a football night where we had the local high school teams coming, it didn't say that my school was coming, but I immediately knew what Coach Tutsi meant after that. He meant he was coming to summer camp. I did not know that at the time when he told me he had something for me. But when I saw them coming out of the bus, I immediately thought, where's the coach? What the hell is going on? Because I knew what the hell was going on, because the night activity was football night. I did not expect to see my football team there with us. That was awesome. And on top of that, how I got it was really weird. How I got my football jersey, at least the way I recall, was I walked out of the breezeway bathroom because, well, after dinner, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I see my coach along with my football team. I don't know how they planned it to where I was literally walking out of the bathroom while they were walking up. I do not know if that was just a coincidence or not, but I think it might have been fate playing. I think it might have just been fate playing a funny prank or something. But as soon as I walk out of that bathroom, after doing what I was doing, I see my coach and my team, and y'all know what I mean, coaching the football team, and my coach has one thing in his hand besides, well, his whistle around his neck, because he was gonna probably run some sports drills, which he did. And what I noticed is everybody's wearing their jerseys. What I noticed in my coach's hand is I had asked my coach if he could get me a special jersey made because I love football and I wanted to wear it to all my football games. He told me he had something for me the summer leading into 10th grade. He pulls up to camp. I immediately know what he has rolled up in his hands, and I immediately knew it was my football jersey. My entire cabin and the entire camp, I don't know if everybody knew. Okay, I think the only one who actually knew was the camp director and maybe some of my counselors. But, oh, and the coach, and I do believe the team probably knew. Which, if the team probably knew, they damn well kept it a damn good secret. And, so, yeah. So, so all I've got on is a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. Well, that's not all, but you know what I mean. I had on the clothes that I had on all day. And as my coach hands me the jersey, I hear at least my coach saying, "Put it on and let's do this." That was one of the coolest nights of my life because I loved watching the Warren Central team, and that night I was basically part of the Warren Central team, at least in my head, and I still have that memory in my head. That was one of the best nights of my life. I sure as hell don't miss school, but I miss some of the people that I knew in school. And the football team is some of them. At least 10th grade, 9th grade going into 10th grade, because that was a really cool core memory for me that my coach and there were a couple of other football teams there, but the one that I really cared about was my high school team. Although, when I walked out and saw that, I was flabbergasted. Although, when I noticed that a rival school team was there, actually a couple of rival school teams were there, because like I said, it was a football night, I wanted to just throw on my jersey. I ran right back into that bathroom and threw on my jersey. Although I don't remember what I did with my shirt that I was wearing. I probably put it into my bag I had on the back of my chair that I always have on the back of my chair for use to carry stuff. And I see one of our school's main rivals as I'm walking back out of the bathroom. And I notice that it looks like to me like it's going to be another school rivalry game at summer camp. For me, that was a blast, and I'm pretty sure it was a blast. Actually, wait. There were two of our rival teams there besides my high school. It was Lawrence North and the Carmel Greyhounds. I wanted, after I walked out, well, quote unquote, walked out of that bathroom, I wanted to spend time with my team, but they were getting ready for a scrimmage game as this was a football night. And they were having a scrimmage game right there. I'm having a blast watching my team. I honestly believe that the Ellen and Carmel teams knew that they were coming, because I honestly didn't know that they were coming at the time. When I found out, I was flabbergasted, like I said. But there was one kink in there. A girl who went to camp with me went to Carmel High, and she was a Greyhound. So when she sees my coach hand me what he handed me and me walk out of the bathroom again, quote unquote, she gives me this look of bring it on. And it was like it looked like it was going to be a three-way scrimmage match between Lawrence Central, Lawrence North, and Carmel. I was having a blast. I'm pretty sure she was having a blast because I don't know if she knew about it, but I actually doubt she knew about that because why would one school keep it from one student and the other school not keep it from the other student, which was awesome. I remember after my team left, I was thinking, okay, I know what I'm sleeping in tonight. I slept in my football jersey that night. That was awesome. It was the only night I had slept in my football jersey that I can recall. Keywords being that I can recall. I'm sure there were more, but that's the only night I can recall. And, yeah. So that was the interesting time when I had asked my coach for a jersey. He said he had something for me before I walked out of school, didn't give it to me. Camp a month later, my team rolls up, I get my jersey. That was a blast. I'm your host, Isaac Brummett. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment, hit that notification bell, and have a good day. I'm your host, Isaac Brummett. Do all that stuff. Crud, how do I end this? Because I'm your host, Isaac Brummett. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of whenever I post a video. And yeah, have a good one. I know as sure as shit will. Peace out, y'all.